Hey everybody, Danny Hauger here. I'm going to be playing some guitar and talking about Red Show Deluxe. It's one of my top 5 games if you haven't seen that video that I made in the AtGames Legends 4KP. Let's dive into some gameplay and chill and chat for a few minutes, huh? Here is Red Show Deluxe. Okay, let's hop into some Red Show Deluxe action. This is one of my favorite tables. If you haven't seen my top 5 video on the AtGames Legends 4KP, check a look at that, yeah? I like how that worded out. And here's my lighting rig, which I also did a video about. It's very quick, $7 mod, doesn't require taking apart your topper or anything. You can see that video on my channel as well. Let's hop into the action, see some of the things that I figured out here. A couple of things you'll notice right now, the light blinking for the loop on the left ramp is something I'm getting pretty good at hitting, that left ramp area. Here, what's more difficult is hitting the green blinking lights on the right side of the table. It's tough to get that ball to roll all the way to the end and nail it, and I did there. Not a very easy shot, but something that is quite rewarding when you pull off. That's one of the things that I've learned in about a week having my 4KP up and running, is that it's really, if you're looking for high scores, it's the objectives on the table, the missions, the mini modes, whatever you want to call them. I'm going to hit a 10 million jackpot here coming up somewhere soon. And it's interesting to note that it wasn't very hard to do, but you have to be paying attention to the blinking lights, the objectives on the back glass, which is pretty tough to read since not only is it 8 inches, but you have to be focused on it in order to see what the objectives are, or just be really tuned into the audio because it'll give you a cue of what some of the things are you're trying to do, but it might not tell you exactly how many times or how many times you have left. So developing the ability to either actively listen while you're playing or take quick glances up at the board will be helpful in trying to achieve those jackpots and those higher scores. The high score at the time of this recording was about 240 million points, and I'm not going to get near that, but I do well here on ball 2 when we get there, scoring the bulk of my points in that second round. Let's just take a look at what's going on here, and let's get a quick look at the scoreboard and see what that's advising us right now. So we'll do a little crossfade action. 3 bumps left for 1 million. So that's what I mean. Just a quick look up and down. If you can train your eyes to look while the ball's rolling really far away from your flippers, that way you have time to reorientate your view as the ball drops down. Sometimes as well, letting the ball smack that stopper at the bottom of the screen is a good idea, and hitting the ball off the rebound is something I'm learning. I'm a novice player, so if you have comments down below on what novice players should look like to get to that intermediate or advanced, this could be a great chance for you to share some of your wisdom. Let us all sit under the learning tree, pick up tips from your experience. My favorite things are hitting the ramps for combos, because it's kind of exciting to do. I just got 1 million points there for hitting a succession of moves. There's the ramp. Knock a few bumper shots up there. I'm not great in that top left corner of the screen. That's where the dancer is, and that's where I locked one of the balls for multi-ball. I'm still learning like what triggers that series of events to happen. It's sort of difficult for me at this stage of my skills and ability. Whereas I've gotten really good at multi-ball and like Strike Deluxe for contrasting example. Let's fade back to the back glass. See what else is going on here. We're sitting at about 15 million, crossing into 16 million points. And I think the light mod looks really good up there, reacting to all the loud sounds of the machine. Other side of things that have been going on, my new Unplugged album, Unplugged, recorded at Abbey Road Studios, is live on Bandcamp now, 2 weeks earlier than it will be available everywhere else, February 29th. And All Sides of Me, my latest album that I recorded all the vocals at Abbey Road, is available now on digital platforms everywhere. So if you like supporting indie developers, indie games, indie video makers like our community of pinball makers, then please support Danny Hauger Music on whatever you like to listen to music. It would be very much appreciated to grow my audience and support, as well as if you'd like to share some of the videos that I've made on this channel, that would be really awesome. Sort of like 90s, 2000s singer-songwriter adult alternative stuff. We'll go ahead and put the guitar down now, and we'll listen to a little bit more volume on our pinball action.
You are the star.
Here we are trying to take some action, trying to keep that ball save on is another one of my favorite tips for these tables. And that's done by the 4 ramps down to the flippers, 2 on the left, 2 on the right. And you can move the flippers to rotate those lights. So when the ball's about to approach and fall down to the flippers, you can move an unlit slot into that position, light it, and the more you keep that ball save slot on, that's another thing that's moved my scores up from low to approaching the top 10 pages of high scores. You know, what other things do you like to do? I would love to get your advice on moving scores up. So for me, I'm just learning, like, set up the different modes, meet the objectives, hit the flashing targets, and keep that ball light on to save the ball if it goes down the middle from plunging or flushing. Those have helped a lot. Still though, I know that I have a lot of improvement because my games are all pretty much under 10 minutes in total time. This one for Red Show is going to come up just under 7 minutes here, so we're getting into the final minute of play. That's another spot on this table. It's not my favorite, is that high flipper on the right where the magnet kind of freezes it in place. It sort of upsets my momentum and flow to what I'm trying to do. Maybe you like it, or maybe it's there for a reason to kind of recenter or look at what some of the objectives are. Maybe it gives you that break to read the back glass. Tell me how you utilize pauses like that. And we put in our final score here, just under 50 million, and current game time, just about 7 minutes and 2 seconds. Fun game though. I really like when the music changes and the song changes in this one because it has that garage band sort of indie sound to it. And yeah, thanks a lot for watching. Tell me what game you want to see next in the comments, and we'll see you in the next video.